Hi, and welcome to AFTERSHOW for Stargate TTRPG.
I love that that's
We just had our Cassandra episode.
So,
I'm now Wendy. I will be staying with Lost Boys forever.
I didn't do it like super intentionally, but I was like, oh yeah, no, they're gonna be quite ill.
No, I think it's perfect. And it made a way for us to like gain their trust, I think.
Yeah. No, it was. I had fun. I had fun building this like sad group of children.
Children who need a medic's help? You mean Kang's expertise helping someone that she's got a lot of mixed feelings over? Say it ain't so.
I mean, I look forward to because I know there's a chance you might not be part of next week's episode, but there would if there are, it'll be fun. If you are.
All right.
I feel...
what that means.
Yeah. It just so happens that if Maggie may or may not be at PAX South next week. Well, she is at PAX South, right? You may or may not be busy during the show period.
I just don't know what my schedule's going to be like.
Yeah.
So there's a possibility that Maggie might not be here next week, and because of that, we've ended in an interesting place where Garak might need a symbiote, and Kang might not need to be part of the actual narrative for one episode.
Yeah, it might actually work out where you guys can go get another symbiote and...
Yeah, I have ideas how to make it.
I would say probably bring back rations and stuff first, and then go get the symbiote.
No, symbiote fast, please.
Yeah, you have to so mechanically, for those who are curious, the way that works.
I guess we have enough food for a week, right? So more now that we have all our other extra rations too.
Yeah,
so.
you can survive a couple of days for sure.
And I can help.
So mechanically, the way it works is when you don't have a symbiote, every hour you have to make a fortitude saving throw.
10 plus 2 times the number of hours it's been. So the first one is a 12 DC. As soon as you fail it, you go to 0 vitality and take a wound damage.
Yep. And then after that, I think you take 1 wound every hour.
Every time you fail the test, yeah.
Oh man, that means you're leaving Kang with a bunch of kids for a while. She's gonna have attachment issues probably.
Well, then you get to figure out what to do with them. The answer
I can't believe Rain. Sorry.
If you send them, you could send them to another gold, like that. The simplest answer is just send them to somewhere belonging to Minnie, and they'll
also
take
know plenty of boring planets that we go to, and this is a boring planet. Meh.
Just gonna take care of them.
Yeah,
they're like 20 kids
right now. They have to be sent to a place with adults.
Well, they did send to set.
So
the one boy did say that we could send them to Nuri. I don't know where that is. Or
they're on somewhere with adults. We can't dial out of it. We can dial to it. We could send them to Super Volcano.
We're not sending the kids to a Super Volcano.
We just...
Why would we do that?
The other issue you run into is they're
us.
Jaffa children. So if you send them to a planet with only humans, that's an interesting dynamic.
This is the thing that Rain's struggling with at the moment, is it's either send to planet with humans who are going to hate the Jafar because they're...
But there are also human kids in this. So I think the human kids finding them a place versus the...
Or we send them to Jafar and they will continue to be indoctrinated, and so Garak won't be happy, and also they will be indoctrinated.
Also, even if we do send them off to go survive by themselves, or even if we do send them to a place and then send them help and guidance or whatever, they need a new symbiote every, few decades.
Yeah.
Because the symbiotes mature. I don't know what the timeline for symbiote maturing is, but, you will go through, 2 or 3 in a lifetime. Easy.
No, it's more than that. It's about every 10 years.
About every 10 years,
7 to 10 years.
Yeah.
The other option is that we bring them to Earth, but that's got its whole own set of issues.
But we'll know...
And you know what's going to be great?
Hey, Rhodes, you know how you have
many issues with the GM poll.
Hey, Rhodes, you know how you're having serious issues with disclosing how many aliens are coming through this gate? Here's 20 more.
Here's the thing, though.
Not all of them, though. There are some that are humans.
Garak has been spending a lot of time around activists, so he knows something. If they come through the gate, as soon as they're on US soil, they're allowed to apply for asylum under international law as soon as you touch soil of a new country. So as soon as they go through the gate, you can be like, I claim asylum.
I don't know if that counts for non-Earth natives. There's probably no laws.
While you figure that out, you have to keep them.
Space Force, man, soon.
Yeah, but then it gets argued in courts, and then everyone knows there's aliens.
Yeah.
So you won't argue in court; you just keep them.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, if you dumped through a bunch of children into the gate, depending on certain circumstances, there could just be someone who'd be like, nah, we're going to just shove them through a gate and I don't care. And we're going to send them somewhere and they're going to deal with it. So
Who is going to say
that?
The person who replaces Rhodes. I'll be completely honest. That's going to mean things. At least with Garrett and possibly Kang.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just saying that the
I will
intentionally. I was like, oh, I need to know.
I think Kang and Garak might like go do the opposite of what they're told to do if that's what was told to do.
I think we're all buggered if Rhodes.
Which is weird because Kang would never go against her orders, but I think in this case she would.
Yeah, they like sent them through a gate.
Like shove all these kids over there. Good luck. Like what? No.
Which is
I'm
why
not saying I'm not as a GM, I 100% expect you to have feelings and opinions about it if someone were to do that. I'm just saying based on the outcome of the polls, like it's not an impossible scenario. It's maybe a less likely scenario.
How about we if Rhodes gets replaced, instead of sending the kids through, we send that person through.
No, we just show them the Stargate. We're like, hey, so this is Stargate. Get really close up. Like a little bit closer. A little bit closer. A little bit closer.
First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 7 blocks, go!
Hey, what are these shoes doing
You
here?
don't want it for murder.
There's no body. Prove it was murder.
The cameras at the SGC?
Vita can help with that. I would like to, Vita, I would need help erasing evidence of a murder.
I see you are trying to not get caught for murder. Which is
I would like
somehow.
help committing a class 1 homicide.
I'm just saying, I 100%, I am excited to find out the fallout, and it is perhaps intentionally timed with the decisions that one may make as a result of this next episode. Which does mean I may need the poll results before Monday. I just realized
we might know by then what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
But right now it's close.
Well, yeah. Depending on how close it is, I might have a couple. There's a couple of options I can do because, like, both depending on which ones it ends up being, that leads to certain things. So I'll check in with y'all when I'm planning this episode. Which, let's be real, it's normally Saturdays.
Saturdays are busy days.
I mean, I just need the poll results from you.
Okay.
Yeah, I will be. I think I can manage that.
Yeah, or Fridays. We'll figure it out. I'll touch base with you a few times this week. But either way, I'm excited. I was kind of glad that you all succeeded on noticing that they were children in the trees.
Oh God, yeah, because we would have shot at them.
I was 50-50 between, do I see them or do I shoot wildly?
Rain's orders were going to stay as hold until he was.
Yeah, I wouldn't have shot unless Rain said.
Yeah, but Rain says hold right until the point everyone else has been shot.
There you go. So we would never have shot the kids.
Exactly.
Malik wouldn't have listened, but yeah.
There was definitely a scenario in which a kid gets really hurt and Kang has like a bullet wound to deal with.
If firing a 50 cal against an unarmored child, that's not really hurt. That's like.
Well, I mean, in that scenario, it'd be like Malik shooting them with a pistol.
Oh, yeah.
Not you.
Yeah.
I think it would be bang. And then, oh shit. Oh God. And then Malik would have to deal with having shot a kid, and that would be messy.
Well, when it's fatality, it's not necessarily you hitting them directly. It's more like
like
you are
scaring
draining
them,
their energy, or like the bullet hits
I think
them.
you might overestimate how many points damage they can take. They're children.
I think you overestimate how much damage Malik can do.
I shoot at them. I spend an action die to up my damage. It explodes. I deal 20. I get a natural 20. I deal it directly to their wounds.
Oh no!
Oh God!
No.
Yes, so this is why Rain is like, don't fire until they're definitely staying hostile and it's not changing.
Don't fire until they're definitely not children.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys figured out like the
traps. This is the one staff weapon they own.
Basically, they rounded up a couple of them, but a lot of the. I assume you figured out like who made the pyre.
Was it the kids then?
Yeah, those were their parents.
Yeah.
They like went back into the village and buried their dead, and that's why they left all the other ones, because they didn't care about them. I was wondering
if maybe the Kronos Guard had done it to like ruin the armor or something, because they didn't have any use for the armor.
That's why there was just only a small amount of people that were.
That's why
I thought it was weird that there was only a small amount of people that got burned in the pyre. I was like, why is that?
I realized that
armor wouldn't fit the kids. Staff weapons were useful, so they took the staff weapons, which is why they weren't in the pyre, but they left the armor because it wouldn't fit them.
I realized it was all the Lion Guard that were in the pyre. So it was one faction that was burned, so that's why it's a small number. It's because it was that.
Yeah, and that is the Jaffa funeral, right? It's like they light pyres. It's the main one that they do. So yeah, the kids were like, "Well, we gotta bury our parents." They're like,
I'm wondering where the Kronos Guard are, because why is there just no one around now?
Either left or searching, but they have left a lot of traps around, and they're still in the mine, so the kids probably think they're still searching, whether they are or not. I hope they are, because I need a symbiote fast.
It would be really fun to be leaving and find a Kronos Guard, like, smashed between two logs. Something.
How long ago? Because the symbiote can survive for a little while in the warm, sticky fluids of the little womb. And it stays warmish and stickish for a few hours.
It seems like we're going to be hunting Kronos Guard anyway, so we'll hope there's some around. And then it's like Predator, because there's all these log traps and pits and random stuff around. Like, maybe we could beat them this way.
Garak can just be like... oh.
It's not really like Predator, because it'll be like, Kronos Guard steps out, sniper bullet goes through their head.
Yeah, okay. That's like the super soldier moment, is Predator.
Yeah. We'll see how that part goes. But the pyro is definitely the kids. It hasn't been that long, otherwise the kids would probably all be dead. But you notice there weren't that many humans around, so Kronos probably did round up a bunch of slaves and send them somewhere, which is why they're not all there.
Also, Kang got to hold a baby.
He did get to hold a baby. I enjoyed how incompetent would children be trying to take care of other children, and the answer is not. They'd be real bad at it.
Yeah.
It'll be like armpits and like, lie on me, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
I don't know, it depends on if they watch their parents, I guess.
Some of them are better at it than others, but I mean, we had poor little ADD guard. He's my favorite.
In all fairness to him, when I'm getting stuff like 34s on stealth checks.
Oh no, he wasn't gonna notice you, but like, I also enjoyed that he just wasn't gonna notice anyone, really, probably. Like, he was pretty bored. He's like
As
7.
a kid, I could totally imagine myself doing that. Just like, after a while, just getting, no one's gonna come through here. I would just get a stick and start playing like noughts and crosses with myself or something.
Exactly. Yeah. Like in the beginning, he's focused and he's on it, but like that lasts like 20 minutes. And then you're standing there and nothing's happening.
This is why you put two
worse
people
than
on
the
guard
naughty
duty.
step.
You put 2 people on guard duty for a reason. You can.
They don't have that many.
Them playing noughts and crosses against me.
Yeah, exactly.
They're little kids. They don't know.
I think they probably did.
No one has come through that entrance like in the entire time they've been on guard there, most likely.
Yeah, because they would be dead if they had. We're the only people who are not hostile on the entire planet.
She's trying her best.
She was.
Yeah. And now you're going to tell her off.
Well, because I can't do anything else. I'm not diplomatic. And I'm frustrated at the situation, so Garak's just going to lead with
Great thing is that King doesn't know any of this, and that's just going to be a whole nother issue of diplomacy. I got lucky with my one diplomacy roll.
With exploding dice.
I was like, hey, it's worth it to at least try.
Especially with the D4s, you have a pretty good chance of exploding.
I'll actually be a little bit sad when we get D6s, because it's next level.
And
then they won't explode
maybe my D6s won't be 1s.
Depends on whether it's just the same dice but leveled up, or an entirely new dice.
Yeah, that's true.
I think you normally roll okay on other dice, but it's always D4s you get 1s on, even physical D4s. So I think it's just the D4. You might be okay.
Yeah, we've learned it. And only D4 is in Stargate because I tried rolling that D4 after that Stargate episode and I got like a 4. So it's only when playing Stargate my D4s become 1s all the time.
It's only when they're action dice.
Yep.
Yeah,
my guess.
that'll be it. Well, but then the D6 action dice might still be what we'll find out. We'll see.
Oh, yeah. Is it the concept of action dice or the concept of the D4 or the D4 action dice? We need to run tests.
We'll find out when we do get to D6s. When does that happen? What level?
Level 5.
Level 5. Next level.
All right, next level. Yeah.
Do we get another action die? We go to 4.
I think you get one more, and it's a D6, or like 2 more. It scales in both directions.
Yeah, I think we go to 4 dice and then D6s or something.
I think so.
Yeah.
Which also means I get more.
Not that you need more.
We
You
won't
never
explode
go
as much, but we'll get more numbers.
You will get more numbers. This is true. Yeah.
Also, when I roll an attack roll and I add 2d6, it's going to be average of +7.
Yeah, that'd be pretty nice. Yeah, this system scales in such an interesting way. Like, you guys start getting really big bonuses. More so than
it's so rough right now.
I don't know, like many of you have like your best skills are like +8 or to 10, like somewhere in that like 12 even, I think, for some of you.
Still managed to
if
fail
people
them.
hate me, I get +11 on diplomacy checks.
Yeah, which like I'm playing, I think, a 4th edition rogue in D&D right now, and like my best bonus is +8, and that's like 1 check. Stealth.
I mean, it's because the way they
stealth.
made your class bonusing kind of bonus in 5th edition and all that, whereas in this, it's like, yeah, you don't have that. You can just max skills or like peaks or troughs, whereas they balanced it out later on. So the 20 is more like a 30 in this. Like 30 is what we should be looking at for very hard. Like a lot of gate tech is 25 and above, just for basic.
Yeah,
gate
no,
tests.
most checks are definitely higher than they would be in like a 5th edition system.
Yeah.
Like I'm definitely like 15 is probably the main number that I look for, like as like a pretty basic. 10 if it's like a meh, 10 is about as lowest. I don't think I would ever give you a DC that's less than 10 because many of you can always succeed on that.
Like DC 5 in this system is a case of like only incompetent people who are very, very unlucky will fail, as opposed to where 5 is just unlucky.
Yeah. So anyway.
Thank you for watching.
Next week.
Very unlucky rolls sometimes.
It happens. It does happen.
Sometimes you're like, I have a plus a lot to this, and I keep rolling bad. Well.
That's what action die are for.
Yeah, but sometimes it doesn't help. Like in Bentham's case, when you keep rolling once.
It's true.
That said, Bentham hasn't really screwed up a diplomacy check other than the one that I asked him to make at the end of the episode. I was looking for 20, and you got 16.
Damn it, I considered action dying it. I'm like, I could do that. I have some left.
This is way more entertaining.
I should have.
Yeah.
But I'm like, 16's enough, right? Surely that's enough for him to like just hang back for like the 10 minutes it'll take for her to come down here and be like, okay, well, how are you going to help us?
You didn't say 10 minutes. You said, oh yeah, I'll talk to him. We'll negotiate and then impart the negotiations and so on. And you said that like an hour ago to him, and Garrick's like, okay, like she could be dead within an hour or something. Like you can just fall unconscious and then start dying quite quickly.
Having parental feelings.
Yeah. Feelings.
They're
Anyway,
complicated and doesn't know what to
just
do with
wants
them.
Garrick to not put his foot in something for a whole mission. Just one
I know
mission.
you
Or a
had a
symbiote.
heart-to-heart with
He put
him.
symbiote,
You had a
yeah.
heart-to-heart conversation with him prior.
I like that heart-to-heart. Garrick took that on board. He hates your society a little bit more because of it.
I mean, you didn't talk about like the parts of, you can't help anyone if you're in jail. Also, there's technically no laws about killing kittens in a lot of places. So kill shelters are a thing.
That's why Garrick said that your laws are dumb and that shouldn't your laws like enforce your morals rather than
You're
your
not
laws getting in the
dumb.
way.
I
Anyway,
mean, his culture's laws. No, I'm just joking.
anyway, thank you for watching. We'll be back next week.
Steers.
Yeah.